Hello, my friends, my little Pokemons. I welcome you back in my channel, in my YouTube channel that is Ritu is Academy, and I brought for you part two full chapter microorganism, which is from class 8. In today's topic, in today's video, we will cover the topic that is harmful microorganism. We'll find out how the microorganisms are harmful to us. So as we know, the microorganisms, they are very, very harmful for us. Yeah, we have done it, how they're useful to us as well. We have seen many uses also, but the some are bad microbes, microorganisms, which are very harmful for us. Now, how can they be harmful for us? They may cause disease in human beings, in plants, in animals, and those microbes which cause disease in organism, those microbes have the special name that we call them as pathogens. What do you call them? Pathogens. Not even this, even the some microbe, they spoil our food, that causes food poisoning, clothes, leather, right? So that's why the some microbes, they are very, very harmful for us. So as we have discussed that the disease causing microbe, we call them what? Pathogens. So these pathogens, these microbes, what they do, they enter our body through different means. They may enter through air or water, or you can say the food what we eat. That's why it is advisable. We should be very, very careful. We should avoid taking food from open stalls and all, because they may contain such pathogens which may make us just you can say feel sick and weak. So that's why we have to be very, very careful, because they may be contaminated with these germs, these microbes. So they can also be transmitted by direct contact. Like if a person is having some disease, so it is advisable not to, don't go in the contact of that infected person, because it is easy to carry the pathogen from infected to healthy person. And these diseases are known as communicable disease, right? There are some communicable disease in which we are not allowed to share our food, our clothes, our other stuff, other belongings, or in direct contact with infected person, because the disease, these disease, communicable disease, they may come into a healthy person as well. Like example, cholera, cold, chickenpox, TB, and so many. So that's why we should be very, very careful. Now, disease causing microbe in humans, like for an example, common cold is a very, very normal, the disease what we have heard, we may get infected easily. That is a viral. That is because of the virus. And what happened when an infected person having common cold would happen if the person sneezes? So these thousands of these viruses may spread in air, and the people who are in that surrounding nearby to that area, the virus may enter in the body of those healthy people, right, while breathing, or if even they are in can say direct contact with infected person. That's what is advisable. When we sneeze, we should cover our mouth. We should be careful. If we are infected so much from common cold, we should avoid to go in such places where we may have the people around us, or such kind of communicable disease as well. So we should be very, very careful. Now, there is a one word that is there that you can say carriers. What do you call them? That is carrier. What is that? Carriers. Carriers are those small insects or such animals which may carry these disease causing microbes, these pathogens. A most common, you can say carrier, that is what? That is housefly. Housefly, as I just told you, that we should avoid to have the food from open stalls and all, because generally the food is not covered or the conditions are not hygienic, right? So we have to be very, very careful, and we should always we should keep our food covered and all. Why? Because the housefly, which is very normal, we can say, which is very common carrier, it that fly may sit on the garbage or in such excreta or such bad things, and it may happen such pathogens which are there in atmosphere, they will stick to the body, and when the same flies, they will sit on the food, uncovered food or such kind of places. And if we are eating that food, what will happen? That contaminated food carrying those pathogens will enter in our body and we will get sick. So we should not keep our food, we should not keep our food uncovered. It should be always covered. And the example, there are other examples also, okay, like if we say female Anopheles mosquito, which is a parasite, which is a carrier of what? That is malaria. These questions may come in exam also, so kindly just write the name female Anopheles mosquito. And there is one more female Aedes mosquito that is also a carrier for which one? Because the disease, that is dengue. That is dengue disease. So we can say that female mosquitoes are quite, they are quite harmful. So we may avoid that. And how we can stop? How can we stop breeding of such mosquito? How can we do so? So to stop the growth of mosquitoes, what we have to do, we should not let water collect anywhere, not on our roofs, not nearby our houses, not in the neighborhood, nowhere. Because sometimes it happens, we don't just notice the thing that some kind of containers or the toys or the broken pieces where the water may get collected, especially in rainy season. So that we have to be very, very careful, and we should not allow water to collect anywhere, because these are the places where we are saying that the mosquito get, we can say they may take, they may be breeding over there, right? So that's why we have to keep our surrounding clean and dry, so that the breeding of mosquito we can stop. Not even that, we may also use some creams that we may apply on our skin, on our hands and just legs, so that they should not bite us to transfer pathogens. And even we may use mosquito nets also to protect us. So that we have to be very, very careful. Now there are some diseases which are very common diseases in humans that are caused by microorganisms. So let's just have a look quickly. Like examples, we have TB, measles, chickenpox, hepatitis, malaria, and so on. So like we see, you can say tuberculosis, which is also known as TB, that is caused by bacteria. And how it is transmitted, the mode of transmission for this disease is air. Similarly, for measles, that is viral disease, again with air. Chicken pox, that is viral. You can say disease. Polio is also, that may be the contaminated with air or contact or the water. So that's why vaccination, the first thing, how we can prevent ourselves from these diseases, especially that small case, that vaccination is the best way, which should be done at suitable age. And the patient should be, if there is any infected person, that patient should be in isolation, that should not be in contact any way with healthy person, and that is also the way to stop spreading the such diseases, right? There should be no sharing of anything. Now let's see more example. Cholera and typhoid, they are bacterial diseases. They may get transfer from infected to healthy person, or such kind of example like air or food, contaminated air and food. So for that we should vaccination first of all, and we should keep our surroundings, our that you can say the home and the neighborhood and the outside also very, very clean. Sanitary habits should be good, should be hygienic, and the food should be simple, should be cooked, and the boiling water is the traditional, is a method which we are using from very long time. And but now we are using RO to make it germ free, but yeah, the boiling is also a good method, so that the you can say we can consume better things, food, that water and the food which is fit for health. Hepatitis B, that is viral disease, water, again vaccination, and the boiled water. And the malaria, that we have just read, the mosquito is the mode which transfer the pathogen like protozoa in healthy person by biting the person, and this is the reason why a person can be affected. So we should use the net or such creams, or simple way, we should not allow water to get collected in house or nearby areas. Now, disease causing microorganism in plants, not only we, but plants also, they may get infected because of these microbes. So like our vegetables, our fruits, they may also get affected, like wheat, rice, apple, etc. And because of this infection, this disease, what happened? The production of crop may get affected and the yield of crop reduces. So they should be controlled. We should control them. These are also some basic practices what we have to do when we are cultivating crop, as we have learned in last chapter, crop protection and management. If you have not watched it till now, kindly do watch and learn from that, right? Even not only plants, if we see some of the animals also, they also may get infected because of this microbe. Some common disease like anthrax is a skin disease. No, animals also, even we also get infected. That anthrax, and we may say foot disease, mouth disease also we are having. So we have to be very, very careful how we can protect us. So these bacteria, fungus and all, they may cause skin disease or mouth or foot disease, so that we can be careful and we can protect ourselves and our animals also from this microbe by proper medication and care. So let's see, like after discussing example of human disease and the animal one, now let's see some example for the plant disease. As you can see on the screen, citrus canker, rust of wheat, and yellow vein mosaic of bhindi or okra. They are the caustic microbes are what? For citric canker, that is bacteria. Mode is what? Air. And you can see the figure how do they look like? These are the signs that our crops are affecting. So they need treatment. We have to use some insecticides, some chemicals to stop the growth of such microbes which are affecting our crop and reducing the yield of crop. Rust of wheat, that is fungal disease and which is spread by air or the seeds maybe which we have sown. They may infect it before hand only, and that's why we have to check our seeds also before sowing it. It's also a very, very important step. That's yellow vein mosaic of bhindi, viral disease, and which is infected by insects. So you can see in the picture as well. So that was all about we have learned some points regarding related to harmful the nature of some microbes. So we have to protect ourselves, our plants and our animals from these microbes by adopting the correct method and all. So keep learning. Thank you so much for watching, and you may just comment in comment box which more video you want to watch, and just wait for part 3 microorganisms, which I'm going to upload very, very soon for you. So thank you so much. Keep supporting and be safe.